Shalom, YouTube. There's been a lot of things happening. And when I mean happening, I'm talking about ever since this movie Sound of Freedom came out. And ever since, Gangstalking, the covert operation, ever since that started getting exposure. And ever since the TIs started bringing an awareness, things have just been going crazy in this world. Now, I feel like there is something happening in the spiritual because of this. A lot of things is being exposed. Not only is a lot of things being exposed, but I feel like a lot of people are starting to wake up, And, before I talk about the Sounds of Freedom, I want to talk about, remember, whenever there's going to be a breakthrough coming in your life, especially when you with the Most High and you are being obedient and, your temptations, you have your battles, but when there's something happening in your life, because we know God fights your battles. We know God destroys the devil's plans. Everything, with prayer. So there's things that happen in the spirit realm, and there's things that happen that you don't see. God is he's opening doors for you. He's making ways for you. He's stopping a lot of people's plans. He's stopping a lot of people's assignments. He's stopping the witchcraft, the magics, the spells, the curses on you. So there's a lot of things happening. Now, when you're close to a breakthrough, or when you're close to achieving something, that's when your attacks get crazy. You know what I'm saying? Your attacks get crazy only because there's a breakthrough about to happen. Something's happening that you don't see, but there's something, because God is opening doors for you. God is making a way for you. He's aligning things for you, for his purpose. And he's, he's making a path for you. Sometimes he puts things on hold because he sees, things ahead. And he protects you from the dangers ahead. He sees things, he hears things. So he's going to protect you. And he's going to wait until things clear. Then also you have magic, spells, curses. There's things that he's breaking. There are things that are happening to people who are trying to plot and plan on you. You don't know these things. He sees and hears everything. So things is, you know what I'm saying? There's just a lot of things. So we know that when there's a breakthrough about to happen in your life, your attacks get crazy. So when you see things happening like that, it's because there's a breakthrough coming your way. And we also know that sometimes, the gangstalkers, they like to take time off. Then they come at you again. Then we also know that the more exposure, the more light that you bring into this, the more light you expose from the dark, you know what I'm saying? The more you expose the dark and shine a light on it, your attacks get crucial. Your attacks get heavy. The more you talk about gangstalking, the more you talk about covert operations, the more you bring an awareness to this program, which is worldwide, your attacks are going to get crazy. But remember, no weapon shall prosper, no weapon shall form against you. And even if it was to form against you, it will not prosper, because the Most High is with you. Amen. So check this out. What I notice, and it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because all my posts have been nothing but bringing in awareness to you about gang stalking, about what's happening. And this is worldwide. You know what I'm saying? It's proof. You literally, you know what I'm saying? It's proof. This is worldwide. This is happening everywhere. This is why, we are in the last days and everything is just coming to the light. I feel like the Sounds of Freedom movie brought more of an awareness to people. And I feel like the Sounds of Freedom movie is waking up the world. Not only is it waking up the world, but it's also showing you how the media, you know what I'm saying, how they're acting on this to protect and try to keep this movie silent. You know? So, before I get into Sounds of Freedom, let me tell you something. Because we know the gangstalkers, the perps, the monitoring spirits, these demons, the more exposure you bring to this program, to those asleep and people who come across to this, the more you talk about gangstalking, right? The more you take your pictures, you expose it, because they do it in your face. The more you bring this up, the more your attacks happen. So what I noticed is, when I make a post, even when I take the pictures to show you exactly what these occult members, these devil worshippers, these children of Satan, and those who are under MK Ultra that are being possessed by demons that are trying to come after you because you have this light. You know what I'm saying? This is a spiritual warfare. This is all spiritual. Gangstalking is spiritual. This is spiritual. But what I noticed is, when I would post something and it's an exposure of this covert operation and bringing an awareness, I noticed that once I post it, they all start looking at their phone, and then they all look at me and they make faces. But it's the demon in them. They're making faces. They're angry. Best believe that they are watching what you post. They are looking at what you're writing. They are looking at what you're saying. And a lot of them under demonic possession, and a lot of them that are involved in this program, best believe, you're going through your spiritual warfare, but you are protected with the Most High. But best believe that these people who are doing their best to watch you, to try to, you know what I'm saying, to see you fall and fail, because this program is to make your life a living hell. They want you to commit suicide. They trying to make you look crazy. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to isolate you to make you look crazy. They doing so much things. But best believe that they're all talking about you behind, like when you're not around, they're talking about you. They're talking about what you're posting. Because they know what you're posting is the truth. You're bringing an awareness to those that are asleep in this world to know about this covert operation, this satanic thing that is real. It's called gangstalking. And only the truth tellers, those who are exposing darkness, are the ones who's being targeted by these people who's involved. You know what I'm saying? So while you bring in this exposure, they are all looking. Those involved, this is monitoring spirits. Demons is jumping into people. Some of these people walking among you are not human at all. So, you know what I'm saying? So you're shining a light on that operation to bring an awareness to people. You know what I'm saying? So there's some people who don't even know about this, but they come across this, they starting to do research, and then they be like, oh snap, this is a real thing. Yeah, this is spiritual warfare. There's demons, all right? Demons are involved in all of this. You are being watched because you have a light. You chose to, the Most High chose you. The Most High is with you, so you have a light in you as well. These demons see the light. So every time you bring an awareness, best believe that they're talking amongst themselves, and they're looking at what you write. They are looking at what you write. Some of them are freaking out. Some of them are getting, they are not losing sleep. They are stressed. They're going through what they're going through. But you gotta understand, it's demons. Demons is taking over them. They are controlled by demons. Some of these people, you know what I'm saying, they're fascinated by your light. Not only that, the more you talk about this program and the more exposure you bring, those individuals that are, they are, of course, sad to say, they are under MK Ultra. They are demonically possessed. They are being used. You know what I'm saying? But then you have those that are in the occult, the witches, the warlocks, the Satanists, the devil worshippers, the Masons. These people who are in secret cults, they know what they're doing. But those watching you, that's everybody who's involved in that program. The more exposure you bring to the world and shine the light about that, those people are freaking out. Those that are involved. they're freaking out because they know if they get caught, it's a felony because this program is illegal. What they're doing is illegal. So they know that if they get caught, it's a felony. They will go to jail. And all the money or whatever they're making from this, they have to give it back. They're going to lose that regardless. You know what I'm saying? But it's also intended to make you look crazy. That's why the suicide is high. Mass shootings is high because of this program. But remember, it's demons. Yo, I've been coming out of work lately. You know, remember, these monitoring spirits, this gangstalking, they stalk you. They watch where you go. They look at their times. They see exactly the places you go to, what you do at a certain time, and then they have things arranged already. So remember, this is the Matrix. When you unplug from it, you see the orchestration, the scripted things, man. Your discernment is going to see who's who. So lately, like when I come out after doing the roof inspections, when I come out at a certain time, they already have the children there. They already got parents. Remember, they're all looking at their handlers. They make it obvious. You know, it's sad when you see these people act the way. They have to do this because they have to be told to do this. There's ranks in the spiritual. So you're looking at things through the flesh. But in reality, there's ranks in the spiritual. So there's demons. These people are pawns. But when you see this, it's sad. Because you see these people looking, but they're looking at the handler. They doing this. They're acting away. And it's sad when you see this. But that's part of the program. They have to do this. They signed up. They are a slave to the system. You know what I'm saying? So they have to do these things. So we know when you unplug from the Matrix, you see the fake orchestration. Everything is scripted around you. It's all fake. It's all fake. Everyone is in on it. So your discernment, you're going to catch who's in on it, who's not in on it. But majority of the time, everyone around you is in on it. So, you know, they like to stage things. They like to stage arrests. They like to stage car accidents. They like to stage people in certain situations to have a violent, you know, they do things. That way, if you try to get around it or try to stop it because, you know, you're a nice person. You don't want to see people hurt themselves. You don't want to see people fight or none of that. But if you was to get involved in that, they will both find a way to blame it on you. Car accidents, boom. Everything they do when it's staged, it happens when you are around because they try to find a way to blame you. They try to make it, they're trying to make you the cause of everything. Right? So they got fake dossiers on you. They got fake files on you. They're spreading it into your community, your jobs. They are spreading lies on you. It's all lies. And it's sad when you see these people that, you know, you see the little hand codes they do and all that. And they make it obvious. And when they do it, they all looking at their handler. They are sent by somebody. So lately when I come out of work to go into this building, when I'm finishing my day, they're clocking, they're watching every hour at what I do a certain time. So they got everything planted, they got everything ready. So lately they've been having the police, you know what I'm saying? They've been having the police because part of gangstalking is police intimidation. Law enforcement is involved in gangstalking. They know what's up too. You know, the crooked cops. They're part of this. They're part of the occult. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of them who's in that occult. They know what they're doing. They know what's up. So every time, you know, when I finish doing roof inspections, when I finish doing what I do, I have to leave from one building to the next. I have to, you know, check certain things. So they know this already. Remember, they watching the hours every time. They studying. They watch where you go, and they keep a time on it to set people around your way, to plant things, to take pictures, to, you know what I'm saying? They do these things to keep creating fake narratives, fake dossiers, fake things. But we know this is spiritual. It's demons involved. You know what I'm saying? What is the devil? The devil is the father of all lies. There is no truth in him. So the people, these demons, these fallen, there's no truth in them. It's all lies. So when I leave, they be having the police there. They put the police there. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, they have to have the lights on. Then you see all these kids. You see the parents. They walk around. But remember, mind you, when you see this, these people are always looking at the person who sent them to come your way and around. So they're all doing these little... They all talking to one another. It's a code, man. That's what they do. These demons do that. You know what I'm saying? So even though you're looking at things through the flesh, that's what they do. So as I'm doing, you know, finishing from one building to go to the next, because I have to go into this building to get change to leave, but I have to go a certain way. They notice. So there's always cops there. So lately, remember, everything is staged, is scripted, is orchestrated. So I had, they've been having arrests. They had police arrest people around where I have to go, right? And it's interesting because when you're walking, minding your business, you already see them, right? They're looking at you, and then they're all looking at you, and they're doing things to one another. They're coding each other. They're coding. They're coding one another. Even the police is involved in it too. So what they're doing, they're looking at each other, but then they're looking at you too. And as they're looking at you, they're signaling each other and doing codes. Right? I heard a loud noise campaign out there. You know, monitoring spirits everywhere. So they've been having, they had arrests in front of where I have to go. Remember, you just mind your business, man. Just keep staying prayed up. You know what I'm saying? Because this is all spiritual warfare. They do these things on purpose. You know what I'm saying? It's all orchestrated. It's all scripted, y'all. They trying to make you the cause of all problems, right? So I'm walking, minding my business. And as I'm walking, they're doing an arrest right in front of my building. And they're looking at me. And they're doing their little signs. You know what I'm saying? Color coordinations. You know what I'm saying? They wearing their coat colors. Some are not. But when you have your discernment shows you who's the demons. You can see the demons in the people. And you see these demons looking at their handlers. They're all looking at one another. And they're looking at you. But they're looking at one another. And they're signaling each other who's a part of that Gangstalking program. Right? And then that was one incident. Another incident is when I'm walking out, they're already having people walk your way. They stage it. They put the kids there. They have people with the children. They teach their kids this evil. You know what I'm saying? At a young age. It's sad. But when you see it, your discernment and the Most High, God, Yeshua, God shows you who people's true intentions. He shows you exactly who is who. You know what I'm saying? So God is going to expose. You don't have to do nothing. God is going to expose to you who are your enemies. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is that these people acting a certain way towards you, you have to understand, it's the demon in them that hates your light. They may look at you with such a fascination. They don't know why they're looking at you. Sometimes you irritate people. Their demons are being irritated. You're irritating their demons. You're exposing their demons because it's the light that's in you. There's a light in you. The Most High, Yeshua, He is the light of the world. So you got that light in you. The demons that are in these people, these demons don't like your light. They don't like it. So these people are acting a certain way because their demons is bothered by your light. They don't like it. You know what I'm saying? You know, so gangstalking is real. Spiritual warfare is real. These monitoring spirits, you know what I'm saying? You're exposing people's demons, and the Most High is exposing how people really feel about you. You know, and then, you know, the Most High is going to show you who is involved in this gangstalking. So everybody is a part of it. But you got to understand that, you know, these people who you see, even some people who you may come across that you never spoke to, or you see familiar faces and you now see them a part of your gangstalking in the program. Sometimes you look at it and go, damn, you too. But you got to understand is at the same time, they are controlled. If they got doors open or if they live in a certain way, best believe a monitoring spirit and a demon is just flying everywhere and is going to jump into these people and is going to use them to look at you. You know what I'm saying? So the Most High is exposing people to you, He's showing you who's who. You know what I'm saying? Who's against you. He's going to show you. You don't have to do nothing. You could just be quiet, chilling, and the Most High is going to show you everything. He's going to show you who's against you, who's for you, and who's against you. But you got to understand, this is spiritual warfare. So it's the demon that's in these people that's against you, because the demons hate your light. You know what I'm saying? The Most High, they're going to hate you, but they don't hate you. They don't hate you individually. They don't hate you. They hate what's inside you. They hate what you carry. And you carry that light. You follow the Most High. He was a hated man. Remember what he said? If the world hates you, they hated me. In the scripture, they hated me first. They hated him first. So if the world hates you, if they're acting a certain way towards you now, they don't hate you personally. The demons in them hate your light. And the demons in them see who's with you, who's in you, who you're following. They see your light. They hate that light. But so yeah, you know what I'm saying? So also, unplug from this matrix, you're going to see exactly what it is. So as I was walking lately, they've been doing arrests, but they're all looking at each other. They're doing the cosigns. Another incident, when I was walking, I was finishing the roof inspection again, walking. They staged things. They had kids dressed a certain way. Sometimes they put kids to stop there. Somebody's in the cut. You know what I'm saying? They do these things because they have to have a fake dossier, They have to portray things. Remember, that's what they do. They have to portray lies. So when you with Satan, when you working for Satan, and when you got demons in you, there is no truth with Satan. Satan is all lies. There are lies. You know what I'm saying? So they got to create narratives. They got to create fakeness. So best believe. So yeah, let me go back. So as I was walking, they had another incident. A police was yelling at somebody in a car to slow down, to stop. You know what I'm saying? Create a scenario, right? And mind you, I'm walking listening to my music. Nowhere near this, but it's near me. It's across on the other side. And the police is talking to somebody else. And then the police wants to yell, "Hey, officer with the blue," trying to describe me. Officer with the blue. But remember, this is all orchestrated. None of this is real. It's scripted. You know what I'm saying? So mind you, I'm listening to music. I hear this. And I'm listening to music and I already see, my discernment showed me exactly who's who. So I'm minding my business, boom, 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 and the guy's still trying to call me. He ain't say who I was, but he's calling me, describing who I am. Officer, this, and that. Mind you, he just finished calling somebody in a car to stop. I'm nowhere near this, but you're calling me for what? I'm across the street, nowhere near what you're trying to do. But again, remember, they have to stage accidents, they stage things and everything around you because they have to label you as something that's spreading lies. So they have to label and create narratives on you. They have to make you the cause of all problems. You know what I'm saying? So they're saying a lot of things about you. You're a drug dealer, a prostitute, you're trapped. They're saying a whole bunch of lies. It's all lies. You know what I'm saying? But this is spiritual. These are demons. They are demons. You know what I'm saying? There are demons in these people. And then you have also people in the occult who worship Satan. And they're using these people and these other people who got weak vessels, who can be controlled. The demons is going to use them a part of this. So I saw that the cop yelling inside his car in the speaker, trying to direct me. I didn't even bother to look. But when I looked up, I didn't even look that way. He was still calling. He didn't call my name, but he was trying to describe me. Officer, white shirt. You know what I'm saying? So as I was crossing the street, I saw two guards that I recognized. One of them was already leaving. The other one was there. And they're looking at the officer and they're doing their little codes. But remember, it's all scripted. They're all in on it. It's all scripted. It's all orchestrated, man. It's all fake. None of this is real. It's fake. So as I started walking, one of them looked at the officer and did like a signal to the cop. But it was like an angry signal. Because remember, when you don't feed into it, when you don't give into their plans, or the scenario, if you don't feed into it, remember, they feed off your energy. They trying to get you stressed. They try to do things, and they get points and rewards if you feed into it. If you give into it, it gives them a thrill. These demons, they get a thrill. So one of them looked at the cop, because I paid no mind to it, and I just kept going about my day. And one of them gave the signal, but the signal was an angry and uncomfortable, which means that perp was not, they're not going to get a reward. Remember, they do things for a reward. They want a reaction out of you. They want to get information out of you so they could get rewards. You know what I'm saying? But this is how these monitoring spirits do. They jump into people. They use people. So remember, in the spiritual realm, you see things through the physical. You're seeing people acting how they're acting through the flesh. They coding one another. But in the spiritual, there's literally a demon either in them, or there's a demon right beside them looking at other demons controlling these people, and these people are doing what they're doing because the demon is operating and making them do these things. There are ranks in the spiritual realm. You feel me? I hear the honks. You see? Monitoring spirit. I hear it. So, but remember, there's a demon behind these people while they're doing what they're doing. There's demons behind them in their ears. You know, so as I walked, minding my business, that person was right there. Did the signal to the cop, but like to that scenario, I didn't even bother to look. Mind you, the officer made a loud on speaker, telling this car not to move. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it was. And then the cop was yelling and trying to describe me. I'm across the street, way like I have no parts of that. And I'm walking minding my business. And then, you know, as I'm looking up, not looking that way because I already did discernment, but I could see certain people looking at the officer and then looking at me, and they're doing their signs, the codes. And as I'm walking, you know what I'm saying, one of them gave the, you know, they were upset because I didn't feed in to that, and then I kept walking. So there was no reward there. So I noticed that when I post and when I bring in awareness, even when I put pictures up there exposing the truth of what they're doing, they all look at their phone, they look at me, they grunt, they make a face. You know what I'm saying? But I know it's the demons. Remember, when you're gang stalked, they're stalking and watching what you do. Watching, and see, I heard a honk. See, monitoring spirits, they're everywhere. But they watch what you post, what you say, they listen to it. There's monitoring, see, I heard another honk. There's monitoring spirits everywhere. Your discernment is going to show you, yo. The Most High shows you who is involved and who's not. And they do these signs and they do these tactics, and they want to make you look and sound crazy. But nah, this is worldwide. So, even when I go to relax by the water, I saw birds. I'm talking about birds popped out of nowhere in the sky, glitched. Yo, you see and hear the honks, see? Honks. When you tell the truth, monitoring spirits, they got to make the noise. I've seen birds glitch. I've seen birds appear out of nowhere. I've seen people appear out of nowhere. I've seen astral projection. It's crazy. I hear the choppers. You see? They are everywhere. When you a truth teller, and when you bring in the when you shining a light on that darkness, and when you bring in an awareness to that satanic covert operation, gang stalking, which is happening all over the world, and innocent people are being put in a quarantine and being lied on, they are going to stalk you and listen. But these are demons doing this. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen birds. I'm talking about they came out of nowhere and they glitched. A glitch popped out of nowhere. You would see a regular bird fly, and then out of nowhere, a bird just came out of nowhere. And it looked like one bird, and then it was split into three. It glitched. You see glitches, yo. You see glitches. Literally. So I was like, yo, something is happening in the spiritual. Not only is something happening in the spiritual, like, ever since the Sounds of Freedom came out, and the world is waking up, they bringing the awareness in your face. Because remember, gang stalking, this covert operation, is also leading to human trafficking and Satanism. So I feel like this movie is bringing an exposure. This movie is definitely shining a bright light on a dark situation. You know what I'm saying? So, the Sounds of Freedom movie, It's clearly in your face. The movie theaters were literally, they were turning off ACs in the movie theater when the movie was playing. Only for that specific movie, they would turn off the ACs. You saw videos of it. They left the light on while the movie was playing, only for that movie. They had fire alarms go off, only for when that movie was playing. They cut off the movie while that movie was playing and was telling people, that they'll reimburse them, give them a ticket to another movie or whatever, another showtime, but they were cutting off the movie. Some people who got to see the movie, when it came to the ending, because the actor, at the ending of the movie, the actor who plays the real person, that the story's based off Tim Burton. That's a true story. But the actor, Jim, I don't want to say his last name wrong. I said it wrong in the last video. Caviezel. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Yeah, I know I'm talking about. The actor playing Tim Burton in Sound of Freedom. The actor who played Yeshua, Jesus in Passion of Christ. Well, that actor, in the ending of that movie, he brings an awareness about human trafficking and all of that. He talks about it in the ending of the movie. Supposedly, and let me use the word allegedly, but there's also videos that you've seen of what they've been doing in the movie theaters. But in that incident, they are cutting off that last part of the movie. When he's bringing in awareness, they're cutting it off. So some people got a chance to see the movie, and then there's people who haven't. So some theaters are doing certain things. And then there are certain people, like you have Fandango. You could order your tickets online instead of going into the actual movie theater to pay for it in front of the ticket booth. You know what I'm saying? You could pay for it online. So they've been having incidents where people would pay for it online, and it would tell them that their showtime, after they bought the ticket, it would tell them that their showtime was sold out. And then when they got there, and they recorded it and showing videos of this, their showtime says sold out, but as they're watching this movie, there's hardly any people in there. But their showtime said that the tickets were sold out. So, what I'm saying? There's a lot of things being, exposed. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Another thing that is interesting is Disney had the rights to the Sounds of Freedom movie since 2019, which means that this movie that is being played in the world right now, that's breaking the charts, and it's actually like the #1 movie, and is making so much money. This movie was already finished. We're seeing it now, but this movie has been finished since 2019, and Disney owned the rights to that movie. They had it, they held it, and it was a movie for Disney. Why didn't Disney want to release it? They did not want to put it out to the public. You know what I'm saying? Sounds of Freedom is literally the #1 movie in America, and it took 5 years to come out. That makes you think. Disney held it for so many years. Why didn't Disney want to release it? Why? Sounds of Freedom literally highlights child trafficking, and it's also based on a true story. You know what I'm saying? And another interesting thing I find is actors in Hollywood are striking now because they're not getting their streaming royalties. It's interesting that they're doing this now because of Sounds of Freedom. They were striking now. They're striking now. So they're having a strike now because they're not getting their streaming royalties. And now they're also terrified that AI, because AI is advancing, but they are afraid that AI is going to create images of them and make money off of them. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, I feel like these actors are saying this to cover their skins. That's my opinion. I feel like they're saying this to cover their skins, because when there's videos that will start to come out to expose them, right? And when these videos start coming out of what they were doing, you know, the sacrifices, the rituals, the cannibalism, murdering people, drinking, you know, killing babies, drinking the adrenaline. When these things and these heinous things that you could think of, you know what I'm saying? When these things start to come out, they can have a reason to blame it on AI. It's interesting that Sounds of Freedom came out, and now Hollywood and actors are going on strike. You know what I'm saying? Disney and Hollywood, and when I say Hollywood, I'm talking about / the media, are against Sounds of Freedom. They are against it. Why? Because that movie exposes what they support low key. That movie exposes literally what Disney and Hollywood support low key. That's why they're against it. Literally. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But AI is advancing. You got the deep fake. You know what I'm saying? Deep fake technology is advancing. And I said that in my last video. And I keep telling people, AI is advancing and it's getting worse. You know what I'm saying? It is getting worse. They are going to frame you. Don't get deceived by Hollywood, though. You know what I'm saying? Don't get deceived by certain things with what these people are doing. But there are innocent people that can get framed. You know what I'm saying? They can... I told you, there are people wearing masks. There's people wearing masks out here, committing crimes. These masks can look like you and I. There are people out here stealing people's voices, right? They can take a copy of your voice. So they can have a video surface of you saying something that you never said. They can have and call somebody that you know using your voice, and they can get information out of that person. Like if they want information out of you, they already have your voice. They can talk to somebody you know and get information, especially private information. You know what I'm saying? So these are things to look at as well. You know, they're not hiding. Hollywood is... Look at the Mission Impossible movies. Look at these movies. You know, Enemy of the State, The Matrix. You know, They Live, The Truman Show, Fallen. You know what I'm saying? 40 Days, 40... Look at these movies. They show you the truth in your face. The Terminator, I, Robot, I Am Legend. They show you the truth. They tell you the truth in your face. The reality of what this world is coming to and the things that can happen. And that is happening. You're already looking at it now, the deepfake technology in these YouTube shorts, when they're putting Leonardo DiCaprio. There's a fake deepfake of him, Leonardo DiCaprio, and what's that girl's name that was in the new Scream movies? I don't want to... Jenna Ortega. Excuse me if I said her name wrong. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know what I'm talking about. There's this girl in the new Scream movies. Her last name is Ortega. I don't know if her first name is Jenna, but Jenna Ortega. So they got a deep fake of Leonardo DiCaprio and Jenna Ortega together, and it looks legitimately like them. It's legit. It looks like them, and it's a deep fake. That's what I'm telling you. Deep fake technology is advancing. They can take your voice, set you up, framing you. So if you see this deep fake and you see how it's advancing, those of you who are being gang stalked, targeted, trying to be kept silent. See, I heard a honk. See, those of you who's being gang stalked in this world by all these people, by the occult, by the devil worshippers, by innocent, you know what I'm saying, by all these people, the demons is using them. If you see how deepfake is, how is advancing, look how they're lying on you. They're having fake dossiers, fake documents, spreading it to people, creating fake fake narratives. You know what I'm saying? You're walking by, they're putting people your way, walking beside you, in front of you, taking pictures, recording, to create a false narrative. Look at all the pictures that is surfacing around you, and look at the person who's coming out in the picture. They all know exactly where to look at the camera. They all looking at the camera. Even those who go in front of you to look at their handler, they all know exactly where to look at, because it's orchestrated. And sometimes you ain't even looking at the person, because your discernment is showing you exactly who's who, because they doing it in front of your face. You're bothering demons. They got to talk to their handlers. You know what I'm saying? So you seeing what they're doing, and you're coming out in pictures, videos. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But look at the pictures you're coming out in. You ain't going to see it, but it's definitely in the black market. It's surfacing somewhere. The perps, everyone involved in the gangstalking, they are a part of that. So they mocking you, they creating things, they laughing at you, they you know what I'm saying? They creating lies, spreading it. But look at the pictures. If only you was to see how the pictures look that you're coming out on, how silly they look. But look at the people in it. They're looking at their handler. They're looking directly at these cameras. Like, they know exactly where to look at. Hello, it's orchestrated. Somebody's telling them, go over there, walk past it. You know what I'm saying? They know exactly where to look. Come on now. They're lying on you. It's obvious. You can see it. Then you'd be like, well, why am I being gangstalked? Why are they all coming after me? Have you not seen what you've been posting lately? Have you not seen the awareness that you're bringing to those asleep? I think that's the reason why you will be gangstalked. Not only that, this is spiritual. So you woke up. The Most High literally did this, so you are able to see. You can hear. The veil has been lifted. Satan had you blinded, like he has the world. But God did this, and now you can see. You woke up. Now you see this world for what it really is. You can see. You see the demons. You see demons. You see people's faces change. You see glitches. You see people astral projecting. You see the magic. You see the spells. You see the curses. You see the witches. You see who the warlocks are, man. You literally see people just pop out of nowhere. You're seeing what the world don't see yet, because they're still asleep. Because Satan has the world deceived, and they still blinded. Then you be like, yo, but I'm being stalked, this and that. Yeah, because you're bringing in awareness. Look at what you're posting. Look at what you're writing. Look at what you're saying. You're bringing in awareness. You're telling the truth. You're letting people know. You're bringing an awareness to them. So those who tell the truth, especially when it comes to the Most High scriptures, those who tell the truth, those who start bringing an awareness, of course you're going to be a target. You're shining a light in this dark world. You're shining a light on topics that are dark and that they don't want exposure. So of course you're going to be targeted. Of course they're going to lie on you. Of course. This goes back into ancient biblical times. Yeshua, John the Baptist, Paul, Peter, all of these individuals, the truth tellers, they were targeted individuals. Look at the people now. Eric Snowden. You know what I'm saying? You have individuals who get targeted. Jane Cliff. And I'm going to keep saying her name, Jane Cliff. It took her 4 years to clear her name. Gang stalking is real. But these people are terrible actors. But you got to understand, this is spiritual warfare. These are demons, but they don't know how. They are terrible actors. So they are flicking their glasses, looking at their handlers. They're flicking their glasses. Everyone around you, when you wake up and you become spiritual and the Most High is working with you, everyone around you is going to be fidgeting. They're going to look at you. But that's the demon in them looking at your light. But everybody around you is going to be, you making people uneasy. But they're all going to be coding around you. That's how you know when you will target. I've seen a guy look at me, look at people around them. And they you know, they're doing this. He's looking around them and he does his thing. The train door opens. These girls come in. This guy already. And the girls looked at him, sat down right here. And they started, you know, flicking their hair. They do their codes. But the guy all of a sudden, and looked at those girls. They speak in code. So when you a target, and when these demons is looking at your light, you're always gonna have people around you doing the most uncomfortable movements. You know what I'm saying? Doing their thing, having the one lights. You know what I'm saying? This is real, but you gotta understand this is spiritual. Why? Because this world is not our world. This is Satan's kingdom. That's why. And not only that, he had you like this, blinded and deaf, but the Most High did this. And the veil has been lifted. You can see the demons, you can see the glitches, you see the animals, you see demons taking form of animals, you see the weirdness, you start seeing a lot of weird things, yo. And because you could talk and bring this kind of awareness, yo, you become a target. But trust me, what I notice is that every time when I post something and exposing gang stalking and bringing more an awareness to things, I notice that as soon as I post it, everybody's looking at their phone. And they come across me. And they're making these grunt faces. That's the demon in them. You know what I'm saying? They start making these faces. Oh, and best believe they whisper, they talk among you, like around you. They whisper the conversation is about you. But they be panicking. They be panicking. You might not see it, but there's something in you. They see your power. They see something. Listen, you have to, if you are targeted the way you are targeted, and you have the whole world coming against you, and you got these people doing what they doing, everything in their power to smear campaign you, to lie on you, to have people walk a certain way, to take pictures and do this. If you having even strangers and people to do this, and everywhere that you go, if you having all of these people do so much things, see, I keep hearing the honk, see, the monitoring spirits, when you touch you, if you have so many people doing this to try to get you, even in your own neighborhood, your own community, they spreading lies, and they're moving in these witches and warlocks, the mace, the occult, that's what they do. But if you have all these people coming after you, and you have all these people having to team up, even the crooked cops, see, look, I hear the sirens. If you have all these people coming after you, brothers and sisters of the truth, who's going through this, if you have all of these people having to do what they do to watch you, then what does that say about you? What does that say about you? The power that you hold. That there's something in you that these demons see and they don't want it to be unleashed. If you have a whole world, if you have everybody going against you, and if you have everybody trying to plot and plan and smear campaign you, and have people come your way, walk around you, walk in front of you, stop, look at you, look at their handler, and they making fake pictures and they lying on you. But if you have people having to do this, to come after you, what does that say about you? Mind you chilling, you by yourself. Well, you with the Most High. You protected with angels, and you protected with the Most High. Because remember, there's a no-touch rule. Because there are spiritual rules. They know that. Remember, Satan had to go up to God to ask him permission to do something to Job. He just didn't do something to Job just because. No, he can't. These demons cannot do, they just can't touch you unless the Most High allows it, because God is in control, the Creator. He's in control. And if you are with the Creator, Yahweh, Yeshua, they're going to protect you. And they're going to watch over you. Yes, they're going to give you tests. And sometimes they may allow certain things to happen, but it's a test, you know, and even sometimes you might fail, stumble, or try your best. They're still going to protect you, and they're still going to love you. And you just keep repenting and keep in prayer. But as I'm telling you, the Most High is the one who's in charge of it all. And Satan has to go up to God to ask him to do something. He just cannot. The only thing they can do, Satan and these demons, they know this. The only thing they can do is the temptations, which is why you get hit with temptation. That's all they can do, because they want you to make that choice to go back into whatever sin it was that you was in and got out from, or they want to bring something something new in your face. But a lot of the times they try to hit you hard with what you ran from and what you got free from. They try to throw that back your way. But that's all they can do is temptation. Okay? This is a spiritual warfare. But remember, they all have handlers they have to report to. And these people looking at you, in the carnal eyes and mind, some of these people don't even know why they're following you, why they're looking at you, why they stalking you. Some of them are just following based off lies and you know what I'm saying? They just following based off what they're told, where to go and all this. They don't even know why they're doing it. You know what I'm saying? I hate the choppers. Some of these people want rewards. You know what I'm saying? Look, the choppers is out there. They don't even know why they're doing what they're doing, but this is spiritual. So it's the demons jumping into people, following your light, your light. So yeah, yo, I've been witnessing a lot of police having fake arrests, but they're looking at me. You know what I'm saying? The police, even people at the train station, the people who work in the train station. Remember the movie The Matrix? The Agent Smiths. They were taking over everybody who came. It could be the mail service, the postman, the postwoman, FedEx, even city workers. So remember in that movie, everybody, you know, even the lady in the red dress was an agent. Those were monitoring spirits, jumping into people. Look, I hear the choppers. Those are monitoring spirits. Those are jumping into people. So this is the reality of this world. When you unplug from this matrix, they are having the monitoring spirits flying, jumping into people, using people just to keep a tab on you, keep a track on you. You know what I'm saying? So they gotta lie on you. They gotta have people go against you because you woke up. But best believe, ladies and gentlemen of the truth, you chosen ones, trust me, best believe that they are talking about you. They're doing their very best. You know what I'm saying? They're fascinated about you. They can't stop looking at you. They can't stop seeing what you posted. Even people who don't like you, watch what you post, watch what you do, watch what you say. They just can't stop it. They just can't stop it. But what does that say when you have a whole bunch of people trying to come after you, yo? What does that say about you? Remember I told you, be careful how you answer these questions when they ask you how you doing, or when they're trying to get information on you. Say how you doing back, or be careful how you answer questions. Don't give them too much information about yourself. You can always flip it and hit them back with getting, you know, about them. But a lot of them, when they ask me how I'm doing, I say, how you doing? They walk away. They look, but they walk away. See, a monitoring spirit, a handler sent them to ask me how I'm doing. And if I responded a certain way, they will get information to keep using it. They trying to get tabs, man. So they line on you. They watching what you post on the internet, what you say. They watch all of this, yo. But I literally feel like, you know what I'm saying, there's something happening. Because all the TIs, all the target individuals, that's gang stalking is being exposed all over the world. But there's more exposure to this. So that's coming into the light. People are starting to see that this is real. And you just didn't get targeted just because. No, this is spiritual warfare. This is spiritual. You woke up. Alright? You woke up. Satan had you like this. The Most High did this. So this is spiritual warfare. So Satan, he wants you where he once had you. He wants you back. And he wants to destroy your life. You know what I'm saying? So he don't want you because you woke up to bring this kind of awareness. So he's doing everything in his power to have people stalk you, make your life a living hell. He's trying to do everything back to get you into the dark or to destroy you. But that's part of this gang stalking program. Alright? It's all demons. Right? So you're seeing the witches, the warlocks, you're seeing people not even human. You know what I'm saying? Taking forms of humans. You're seeing people that you know. A demon jumps into them. You see how they start acting. You see some of their faces change. You see the glitches. People. You're seeing all of that. I see the choppers. You woke up. You unplugged from the matrix. You're starting to see exactly for the word for what it really is. So, gang stalking, targeted individuals are speaking out. This is getting exposure. Sound of Freedom came out. People are waking up to start seeing the reality of this dark world. It's being everything in the dark is coming into the light. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's starting to wake up. And they're starting to see how the media and Hollywood is behind all of this. And here's another interesting thing that I noticed. You know, your favorite, where's all the athletes? Where's the athletes? Where's the actors and actresses? You know when the world goes through a crisis, a big crisis, you know, when we have certain hurricanes or certain awarenesses that happen throughout the years in this world, and then you have certain famous athletes, actors and actresses. Hey, well, you know, if you want to donate or show your love and support to this, right? Where are they when it comes to Sound of Freedom? Where are all your athletes and your actors and actresses, the big names? Where are they? Where are they? Why are they not why are they not bringing Sound of Freedom into the light? And why are they not talking about this? Why? Why? They're more focused about nonsense. Well, matter of fact, they're more focused about that list. They're more focused about that list. They don't want that list coming out. You know, that list that was on that Epstein Island list. They don't want that coming out. But ask yourself that question. Where's all your actors and actresses and your athletes, the big timers? Where are they to talk about Sound of Freedom? Because, you know, that is an awareness that's highlighting child trafficking. That's highlighting the truth of what's going on in this world, this dark, dark world. Not only that, that movie is just not a movie that's just a just because movie for entertainment, to just sit down and just be like, yo, this movie is crazy. No, that movie is not only an entertainment movie. No, this movie is a reality of this dark world. Not only is a reality, this movie is based off a true story that really happened and is still happening. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, organ harvesting, organ trafficking, organ harvesting, that's also being brought to the light too. That's also part of child trafficking. Heard the honk, see? That's part of that. Organ trafficking, that's part of human trafficking. So there are all these people, you know, that they traffic even children if there are no use to them no more. And if they are just, you know, we want to get rid of them, they murder them and they use their organs and sell it to people. That's what they do. Even in the hospitals. Even in the hospitals, you got crooked doctors, crooked nurses, and they look at these people who look healthy at that in that room. They look at them healthy, make certain phone calls. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this person's healthy. This and that. Murder that person who's healthy. Tell a fake and false narrative to the family about a lie that happened to this person, why this person all of a sudden just dropped dead in the room. And now they taking certain body parts out and giving it to somebody else who needs it. Organ trafficking is real. This world is dark. And all of that is getting exposed. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they do with a lot of these kids. They're murdering these kids. They're using these kids. They're having these kids come out pregnant. And they're murdering the babies because they have to drink the adrenochrome. They have to drink the adrenochrome. So they're murdering the babies to get the adrenochrome. Alright, because it's all spiritual, but that's what they're doing. See, I hear it, see, sirens. They have to drink the adrenochrome, so they're murdering the babies. And these children are coming out pregnant. Alright? Not only that, once they have no use for that child no more, after the abuse that child went through, they murder the child, steal the organs, and give it to people who need it. Not only that, this is how real and dark it gets. They also use children as part of the Demolay branch and part of the occult and part of trafficking. They use children because they recruit children soldiers, child soldiers. They recruit children to get other children for their handlers. It's crazy. It's crazy. So Sound of Freedom brought an awareness to this world. People are waking up. The Gangstalking, targeted individuals, is bringing an awareness to this also dark covert operation. You got parents fighting the school board. Because you see what's happening with the parents going against the school board and the books that they're reading to the school board of why those kind of books are being distributed to children in children's libraries. with sexually explicit content and sexually explicit imagery that shouldn't be for a child to even look at and understand at such an age. You saw that video of a father who went into a school because they were teaching they were teaching their kid something that they shouldn't be learning, right? And they were trying to not let the father in to see. They were trying to cover that. Drag queen reading. It was something like that. Drag queen reading. The video's there. A father literally burst into the school and burst into that room while they were doing something in there. He didn't want that around his kid. You know what I'm saying? Let's not forget about the chants that they did at the parade. We're queer. We're here. We're coming for your kids. And I'm not even going to say alleged, because that video is there. It's surfacing. And this isn't even me attacking the LGB. You know what I'm saying? Because the cancer culture, they will come after you. When you say certain things, people get offensive. But hey, if you're going to get offensive and you're going to try to come after me, where's the outrage on that? We're queer. We're here. We're coming for your kids. What happened to those 100 kids missing on that ship in Greece? 100 kids went missing. Even at the border, when Biden got elected in the border, all those kids went missing all of a sudden. What happened there? And then those children that got found in South Boston, where there was a dead tranny there, surrounded by drugs, sex toys. There was men in there with wigs that denied having children in there. But God is so good, got those children out. But they denied having children in there. But they found those kids. Or a man with no shirt, a grown man with no shirt and just underwear is twerking at the parade and there were little children there. If the cancel culture wants to come after me, where's the outrage on that? I'm just bringing up facts. I'm not saying this to just be like, oh, he's just talking. No. If you look it up and if you research it, this is just facts. This is what you're seeing. I'm bringing an awareness. Not only that, I was on, on YouTube, YouTube Shorts. You scroll. So I came across this video, and it was on a YouTube Short, but it's from this Instagram page, right? It's called Mom Uncharted Sarah Exploring Generation. That's the name of this Instagram page. And on this page, there was this woman who brought an awareness to parents. And when the video played, it was this young girl crying. And this young girl said, while she was crying, she said that someone sent her a post, right, on Instagram with no picture, no followers, no post. And the post she received from this faceless account, because, especially when you targeted gangstalkers, you got your little spies out there, the no faces, the no followers, the no posts, even they make fake pages to follow you, to stalk you, you know that. But this girl got a post. She received a post from a there was no picture, no followers, nothing, pretty much a fake account. Someone sent her posts, and the posts that this faceless account sent her were pictures of her. And the pictures that they sent her, when she took these pictures, she had clothes on. But when the faceless account sent her those same pictures, someone used an AI edit to edit her naked. So they were sending her those same pictures that when she took those pictures, she had clothes on when she took them. But when she received those same pictures, from the pictures, if she look at it, she'd be like, oh, I was wearing clothes here. No, somebody AI edited it to edit her naked. So all the posts that she received back from this faceless account were all pictures of her naked. And they photoshopped this young girl naked, and they started making money off of her. So women who love to post on social media, you know, this is why I keep talking about AI, the deep fake. It's advancing, yo. And all these women who like to take pictures on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, whatever dating apps, whatever apps you're using, you want to take your pictures, you want to be explicit, you want to be sexy. Do you see how AI is advancing now? And this young girl got a picture, somebody sent her a picture and they edit her naked. So you think they can't do that to you? They can't take your face and put it on a naked person and edit it because AI is advancing. And now they're making money and profit off of you. They're making money off of you being naked. I mean, bad enough as it is, you see the Jezebels. You see the spirit of lust all over the place on social media, the way how they be taking pictures. You see the Jezebel, the Delilah, you see the succubus. But, you know, women love to take pictures to you know, show what they do. You know what I'm saying? And that should be a warning for the women who love to do that. That somebody literally could take your picture, your face, make an image of you using your face on a naked body. Or sometimes, if you have clothes on, they can edit something and take those clothes and reveal it off and have you naked and make money off of it. Just like with your children. Yeah, you love putting your children on social media. You love wanting to take pictures and place your children on there. And you don't even know that somebody is looking at your children, taking their pictures, placing it in the black market somewhere, and they making money off your children somewhere. That's how real it gets, and that's how dark it gets. So yes, I saw that on a YouTube short, but the Instagram page is Mom's Uncharted Sarah Exploring Generation, and she has a lot of videos of bringing in awareness. You know what I'm saying? So I saw this on a YouTube short of that incident, and I was like, you see? And I've been talking about deepfake for the longest, and how deepfake is going to be a problem, and how AI is advancing. It's going to be a problem. Then there's also another video on Instagram, and this video was someone who found a hole in a public bathroom stall right by the toilet. Literally, it was a hole. And this person, as they're recording, the hole is right by the toilet seat, literally by the toilet stall, and you see people walking by. And there's a certain hole, and the hole is perfect size for an eye to just look, or even for a little small camcorder to look to record. Do you want to know where this where this hole and where this public bathroom place was located at? I'll tell you, because it's on the YouTube. It was on this video that I saw. It was in Epcot Walt Disney theme park. Epcot Walt Disney theme park. There was a hole in the public stall right by the toilet, and somebody has a video of that. Maybe now you could probably see why Disney doesn't want to be a part of the Sound of Freedom, why they're not saying nothing, why they didn't want to have this movie be exposed. Now you see why. A lot of things happening, you know. But it's a dark world. But at the same time, you know, this is a spiritual warfare. So it's all demons involved in all of this. The actions of people is demons behind it. Ephesians chapter 6 verse 12. Our battle is not against flesh and blood. It's against spirits, yo. There's demons behind all of this. And the reason why people are doing such heinous acts, and the reason why for all of this, is porn, yo. Porn is the reason why you see what you see. I'm gonna make a video and talk about porn and the dangers of that. But literally, porn is the reason behind heinous acts and why people act a certain way. Those are doors being opened. Those are demons coming into you. And the more you watch certain things you shouldn't be watching, it's going to put things into your mind, and you're going to want to act certain things out of stuff. Porn that's the reason for all of that. Satan is behind that. Satan did not make sex. God made sex. But The perversion, the perverted things that's on these porn sites, that's from the devil makes it perverted. He perverts it. So porn plays a huge, huge role in what is happening in today's society. Porn plays the biggest role. Porn is, a lot of gateways are being opened through these porn sites, videos. Demons is coming through, demons is being fed, and they jumping into people, and they're gonna start planting things in people's heads. Then they're gonna start coming across videos they're not interested in, but then it's gonna plant things in their head. The more they start seeing it and see more different things, and they're gonna want to try. It's porn, and it's demons behind it, yo. Hong Kong, see? It's porn. Porn is behind what you see, man. Demons is behind it all. Satan is behind it all. Satan has the world deceived. Satan has the world blinded. Demons, this is spiritual warfare. Demons is in control of everything, of what you see. But, yes, gang stalking, targeted individuals are speaking out, shining a light in this dark world. The Sound of Freedom movie definitely shined a light in this dark world and brought a big awareness, and people starting to wake up. Not only are people starting to wake up, people are starting to wake up and see how the media and Hollywood and the power and people with power, the elites and all that, how they feel about Sounds of Freedom and how they're acting towards this movie and how they really feel about it. So it's bringing an awareness to a lot of people of how corrupted and how dirty and how evil it is. The media is in Hollywood, how evil it is. Hello. They're kidnapping children. They're kidnapping adults too. Not only children, humans, adults, males, females, and children. They're murdering children. Children are coming out pregnant. Adults too. They're coming out pregnant and they're murdering these babies. They're doing sacrifices and rituals because these are devil worshippers. You have to sacrifice somebody for Satan. If it ain't an animal, it's a human. They're killing people. They're killing children. They're eating people. They're eating children. They're murdering babies and drinking their blood. Adrenochrome. They're devil worshippers. You got those draconians. You got those reptilians. You got fallen angels taking forms of demons. This is a spiritual warfare. This world is more spiritual than physical, yo. And let me tell you something, man. Psalms chapter 127. Verse 3. Psalm chapter 127, verse 3. Children are a gift from the Lord. They are a reward from Him. Then you got Matthew chapter 19, verse 14. Jesus said, "Let the little children come to me, and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these." Then you got 3 John chapter 1 verse 4. "I have no greater joy than to hear that my children are walking in the truth." Then you have Isaiah chapter 54 verse 13. "All your children will be taught by the Lord, and great will be their peace." Amen. Children are a gift from the Most High. They are a reward from Him. We are His creations. We are His children. He known us since we were in the womb. He created us. He can count all of our hairs. He knows the numbers that's on your hair. He can count it all. He created you. He created you. But yes, something is happening. And I had to bring this up because I was like, wait a minute. My attacks was getting a little, you know what I'm saying? More people's coming my way. You know, more people's coming my way. They're coming with the children. They are, they're doing what they're doing. They can't touch me because there are spiritual rules. I am protected with the Most High. I got a hedge of protection. I am covered with the blood of the Most High of Yeshua. I am covered. I am protected. Amen. And check this out. I'm like, yo, Sounds of Freedom came out. gang stalking, covert operation is being exposed. A lot of things is being to the light. And I'm like, I think because of all of this, the attacks, they're you know what I'm saying? They're coming your way. But remember, every time when you bring exposure, every time when you bring in an awareness, even to those who are asleep, who come across videos, even if they research it, even if they want to search the truth, come into the truth, even if you put an interest in their mind, they don't like that. They don't want that. They want you to shut up. That's what these demons want. And they operate out of fear. They want to put fear in you. They want to manipulate you. And they want to control you. It's all about fear and control, yo. That's what it is. That's what it's about. That's what they want to do. But they want you to shut up. And all they could do is grunt when they look at you. They are plotting. They are planning. They're trying to set you up. They're trying to sabotage you. They're lying on you. They're doing everything in their power to destroy you. And they're doing everything in their power. If they can't destroy you, they're doing everything in their power to bring people a certain way in your life to get you back into darkness, to distract you, to get you away. But they're doing everything in their power to just have you to shut up, because they don't want you to keep spreading the truth. They hate the truth tellers. And that's why you're targeted. That's why you watched. That's why you watched. You're bringing in awareness. You're telling the truth. You're exposing. You're shining light on that dark. And the dark rather stay in the dark. They don't like light. They hate light. You already see what happened. These are the end times. These are the last days. Literally. And the truth tellers, the people who's telling the truth, who's bringing in awareness, you are going to be the most hated person. You are going to be the most, they are going to target you. They want you to shut up. So they're doing everything in their power. They're trying to get you. Every store that you go into, they got to have people around you. They got to put babies in front. They're trying to create narratives on you. Even if you go to a store to get a smoothie, or even if you go to a store to start shopping, wherever you are, they are going to put people in these stores. Even if it's stores to buy food. They're going to put people all in there and start having people come into these stores with children or regular. They're going to look at one another and then look at you, of course, but they're going to do what they do to try to set you up, to try to make you uncomfortable, to try to drain your energy. Be careful with a lot of energy vampires, yo. They out there. They try to drain your energy too. Demons feed off your energy. So that's why they mimic you. That's why they try to copy you. They try to do what they do to irritate you. They studying you. They watching you. They lying on you. But they also have a fascination on you. So when you see that you got the whole world after you, just know that they're coming after you. They got this, some of them in the carnal mind, they got this fascination. They can't stop looking at you. They some of them see your power. Especially those who are gifted, anointed, the Most High works with them. They see your light. They see your power. Then you got those with the carnal mind that's under MK Ultra, got demons controlling them, and they got handlers telling them what to do. These people are looking at you confused, don't know why they're doing what they're doing, but that's a demon in them because they are easily controlled, easily used. Their vessel is weak, so it could use them. They're the pawns, right? They're sent. You know what I'm saying? So you're being watched. You're seeing all of this. But remember, these people are gnashing their teeth. They have this anger towards you, this fascination. They stalking you. They're watching everywhere you're going. They're relying on you. Why? It's not that it's not that they don't hate you. They don't like you. No. This is spiritual. They don't like the light that's in you. They don't like who's inside you. They're demons in these people. They don't like that. Not only that, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people in this world can't be alone. A lot of these people can't. And they don't know how to be by themselves. They don't know how to figure out who they are, who they want to be. They don't really spend time alone with themselves. They got to jump from friendship to friendship, or jump from one group to another group, fake gossip, talk about another person, fake who they are to have somebody like them. That's a lot. That's what you see a lot out here. But you ain't like that. And at one point you was, and you know what I'm saying? We all was immature at one point. We were young and dumb and wasn't thinking clear. But there comes a time in your life when you grow up, you start maturing. You want to do something different. You want better for yourself. You want to act a certain way in righteousness, or to do something better. And you want to get out of environments or get out of things that's no use for you no more, and you don't see nothing in there, right? So the fact that you can change, want to change, and are changing, there are people who can't do that, and it's hard for them. But when they see, and especially for those who know you too, when they see this new change of you, or they seeing who you're becoming, or they seeing a route that you're going that they don't understand, or they don't like it, or it's confusing to them, they're gonna look at you weird, or they're gonna be like, well, he thinks he's better than us, or she's better than us. Like, what's up with that? No, it got nothing to do with that. Some people, you want to change for the better, and then there's some people who can't. They don't know how to, so they still stay where they're at, continuing the he. But at the same time, your energies is changing, yo. Your frequencies is changing. You like this now, and some people just like this. Your energies is all changing. Your frequency, your vibe, like, you know what I'm saying? Everything is changing. So you're going this way, and you don't want to be there no more. You know what I'm saying? And some people look at that, especially those who know you and saw you a certain way, but when they see you doing on a different route, they look at you like, if you think you're better than them, or, you know what I'm saying? But you're really not. You want to change for the better. For you, you know what I'm saying? You want to do something different, and you kind of tired of how, you know, where you was at, because it was bothering you, and you saw that it was getting you nowhere, and all it did was just lead you to like depression and sadness, and you had to drink and do all these things. You know what I'm saying? You was at a dark place, but now you go into this light. You want to change. Some people can't do that. You know, so some people, they get envious of that when they see something that they wish that they could do, and they can't do it, but they see that you're doing it. Sometimes envy does hit people, and they be like, yo, and then they start thinking you better than them and all that, and this is how gossip starts, the lies. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things happen. Some people, they can't change, and when they look at people that they see start changing and becoming a different person, it bothers them. You know what I'm saying? And it shouldn't. You should always want the best for yourself. You should always want to change your way. You got to look at your situation, or sometimes just go, enough is enough. What am I getting out of this situation? Or why am I feeling this way every time I drink small? Like, you get tired of it. You be like, I don't want to do this no more. I want to go this way. And let me tell you something. Go for a walk in nature. Be by the water. Get that fresh air. Stay in prayer with the Creator, with Yeshua, the Most High. And I promise you, He'll show you things that you be like, yo, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you start seeing things and look at the world different with positivity. You know what I'm saying? You see the flowers, you see the grass, you see the animals, you see the water, you see the nature. You know what I'm saying? Get in tune with nature. Get in tune with prayer. Your spirituality, get in tune with that. Listen to positive music, good music, even instrumentals. That is positive. That does something to your spirit, as long as it's praising and worshiping the Most High. And as long as the music it's not dark, it's positive. You know what I'm saying? And I promise you, when you start doing certain things, you start looking at things a little different. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you fight the lust, and you get off the website, and you want semen retention, and when you stop these urges, you start looking at women differently. You know what I'm saying? You start looking at them not as an object, not as a piece of meat, because that's what happens when you look at porn. That's what happens when you start lusting. You look at girls as objects. Damn, she look good. She thick like that. You know what I'm saying? No. You start looking at a girl, and you be like, wow. You know, you look at her image, and you be like, wow, God really blessed this woman with like, you know what I'm saying? You start looking at God's creation, how He created a woman. You be like, wow. You start looking at this woman not as an object, not as something you just want to pounce on, not as something you know what I'm saying, as a fresh meat. Yes, you're going to look at her and be like, she's beautiful, she's good. You know what I'm saying? But you're not going to start having these images and be like, oh, I want to do this and this and that. No, you're going to look at her and you want to know where her mind is at. What does she like? What does she dislike? If she's into spirituality, if she's into nature, if she into certain, you want to start having a little certain conversation with this woman. You want to see what her mind is at. You want to, you know what I'm saying? You know, when you start going a different route, you start looking at things differently. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we were all young. We all had a different mindset, especially when you was distracted and with Satan, because he had you like this and like this. And when you stuck in sin, you're going to be distracted by things. But when you get out of that, break free, I mean, yeah, the temptation comes, because when he don't have you no more, the attacks come. So you always fighting, but the Most High always protects you. And the Most High, even through all of what you go through, he still shows you things. He still shows wonderful things, even when you're surrounded by demons and stalked by demons, but you're protected and guarded by angels. You know what I'm saying? You just look at the world a little more different when you are trying to do things the right way. You know what I'm saying? You start looking at things different in this world. And that's real talk. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, stay prayed up, stay safe. You know I haven't done a lot of videos like this, you know, talking on the camera. I have been working. You saw me. I'm writing. I'm still working, but I know I haven't done this in a minute. So I just had to let you, you know, I just had to make this video. Because I was like, wait, I haven't done a video like this in a minute. I've been working, yeah, bringing an awareness to things, but I haven't done this. So, yeah, I was just like, yo, something's happening. And I had to make this video. The attacks was just coming after me. And then the Sounds of Freedom came out. And you just started seeing how this world is just, this world, the dark, is literally exposing itself. If you really sit back and be quiet, stay in prayer, see what's happening in the world, even when you're targeting Gangstalk, the dark is exposing themselves. That's what I said. The Most High shows you who is who. Especially your discernment, you're going to know who the perps are. But you just chill, lay back. They're going to show you, and the world is going to show you the dark and who they really are. Like, you don't got to do nothing. They're just going to show it. It exposes themselves. The dark exposes themselves, and it's exposing themselves. The light is shining on that dark like crazy, yo. It is. It is. Stay prayed up, man. Stay safe. Till the next video.